MrBeast just destroyed his credibility if this is true, because it looks really bad. And it's safe to say a lot has happened since I recorded my last video going over Dodpack or Dawson's video on MrBeast, including my own video was copyright claimed and blocked worldwide. Why? I don't know. It's surprising, as I was really giving the MrBeast team the benefit of the doubt in my video. But since I recorded that video, Dogpack allegedly received 2 cease and desists and a whole bunch of texts from various people in the MrBeast team plotting against him. And as many of you guys are aware, I despise wealthy people trying to shut down criticism with legal battles, as I've dealt with that personally here on this channel. I was honestly hoping they would come out with an actual response to the illegal lotteries by now, since one of the team members, Chucky, already responded, but not to the most serious allegation of that video, the illegal lotteries, especially when so much of his audience are kids. In my last video, I called that a serious mistake because at the end of the day, I have no idea if MrBeast was aware of this practice is illegal or not when he was doing these. But either way, it's a complete disaster that one of the largest YouTube channels at the time was running illegal lotteries with a large kid audience. Essentially, he was caught red-handed committing a crime. And you guys made a great point in my comments in my last video. If Logan Paul was the one doing this, I wouldn't be holding back like I did in my last video. Because while MrBeast has helped tons of people with his philanthropy, that doesn't excuse scummy business practices. I don't think he's done one of these illegal lotteries since late 2021, but I'm thinking, worst case, he knew what he was doing and was hoping since it was a live stream, he wouldn't get caught. Another situation could be that he finally grew to a certain size to where someone within his team finally said, wait a minute, this is illegal. And then I guess the last option is he found out that this was illegal from Dawson's call out video, which could explain why the Facebook VOD of the stream was deleted only after Dawson's video. But honestly, who knows what happened? So my original guess was they just wanted all this to pass without becoming too big of a thing. But as you know, with YouTubers and cease and desists, they normally end up having massive Streisand effects. And this continued to propel Dogpack's video to 8 million views and beyond as of recording this video. And it's getting to a point where MrBeast kind of has to address this, but he might have been legally advised not to because clearly he has a legal team retained. He did actually address the Chris Tyson stuff, but not this as of this recording. So here's Dawson's first cease and desist.
So MrBeast's legal team did send me a cease and desist, and here's my official response to that.
Okay, so he will not cease nor desist, and it cuts to an edit that I think the legal team I had would have told me is an absolute nightmare. So if this does go to court, it can get real ugly quick. But as we know, lawsuits are public, so that will reveal a lot, especially if it gets to discovery. That in particular is what I think is going to get really interesting with the Logan Paul and CoffeeZilla case. But Dawson also received a second cease and desist. New one, double it and give it to the next person. Right, okay, so here it says cease and desist, final warning. There's no way they put the emoji there. Dear Mr. Dogpack 404, this new firm whose white-collar criminal defense practice is second to none, according to their website, has recently been retained by MrBeast YouTube LLC, MrBeast, or the company and its founder, Jeremy Donaldson, regarding the unsettling news that you've embarked on a campaign to disparage MrBeast as a company and defame Jamie Donaldson as an individual. Not only are your statements about MrBeast and Jamie Donaldson untrue, they also violate the clear binding enforcement terms of your confidentiality and non-disclosure agreement with MrBeast dated March 25th, 2024, the NDA agreement, which you have shown in the videos posted to the internet. It goes into a little bit more detail here. Then he also adds that his number apparently has been leaked in this thread. Also, my number's been leaked apparently from a MrBeast employee named Kaylee. I've been getting texts from a former MrBeast employee. Text I received last night claims that James wants to have private investigators start following me and looking into my family's social media accounts for ways to discredit me. Apparently, the best narrative they have as of right now is I'm a crazy drug-addicted MrBeast superfan that got fired for trying to steal company funds. If this text is true, I will say, MrBeast, if you want to resort to personal attacks, I'm happy to reciprocate. Or, you know, just address the evidence. And then here he shows some text that says, dude, has anyone at MrBeast contacted you about the posts you're making? I've been reading the NDA over to see what I can and can't post because I'd like to move on with my life and try having some type of social media presence. Not planning on ever mentioning I worked at Beast, but if I got out, or if someone some way accidentally mentioned it, I wanted to make sure I was going to get sued to all hell. I guess not get sued. Also, if you're going to post my message for proof you worked at Beast, I don't care. Just don't show my number. You can save it how you want. Also, I got your number from Kaylee. I don't have access to anything Beast-like Slack or anything. Obviously, I'm not a Beast employee. I'm a former employee. Someone else I know told me they texted you on Reddit talking about Kaylee and Leroy. I'm not that person, and I won't mention any current or former Beast employees because of NDA. And then you have this interesting text. Dawson, I'm texting you anonymously to let you know that I heard James will hire private investigators to start following you and looking into every detail of your life. He wants them to reach out to your former employees, find all your social media accounts, your family's social media accounts, videos of you, anything. They already have a Google Doc listing possible ways to discredit you, including you're on drugs and have mental health problems, your mom is bipolar, you were an obsessed superfan, you were crying, begging for your job back after they fired you, you tried to steal company funds, etc. I don't know what's true and what's not, but personally, I really think you should take everything down ASAP. If you take it down, they'll leave you alone. He responded, you're trolling what? And then here he kind of shows this video of suddenly they're saying this phone number is no longer in service. Stop. What? Stop. This is creepy. Leave. Okay. That is definitely a very weird response. If that is actually from the MrBeast team, that is wild, but it could also be someone trolling. Who knows? Here he goes a little bit more into depth. On the drug abuse accusations, to be clear, because someone can't tell when I'm joking, I have never been a drug user. Weed makes me anxious. I've tried microdosing shrooms for depression, anxiety for a week over 3 months ago. Honestly, the taste made me feel sick, so I stopped. Wouldn't recommend anyone to use illicit drugs, but I consider myself an advocate for psychedelic research. Don't really care to filter everything I say through lawyers and PR people. Sometimes I say dumb shit. But my video was well researched. I'd obviously rather MrBeast just focus on disproving the evidence than trying to publicly destroy my character with baseless drug use and mental health accusations. But it appears that's the only option they have. Also, I literally smoked 500 cigarettes before writing this. And someone goes, what about stealing company funds? Probably this. I asked for the gas reimbursements I was promised and was denied because it wasn't an approved business expense. It was. And I should have just taken a plane. I've heard multiple stories from former MrBeast employees not getting proper reimbursements. Anyway, after I sent a business expense request for an Apple Vision Pro, which I was told the company wanted to get everyone. This is when they were new and didn't seem like garbage. I sent the request to the wrong person, even though it was the person HR told me to send it to, but it never got purchased. Even if I had it, would have been owned by the company. So I really didn't see any legit narrative that I tried to steal company funds, as if I was some embezzling mastermind and not just a dude with $100 limit on his company card. Okay, but speaking of the cease and desist, Caleb Broomfield actually interviewed Dogpack and it allowed us to get some more insight on him and his head during the situation. So here Caleb asked Dawson how he was feeling about the cease and desists.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel nervous or do you feel
No.
excited?
I feel confident.
You feel
Not excited, but
little nervous, a little bit. You got to feel a little. I would be shitting myself if I were you.
no, I'm not myself.
Well, you're
Because it's 100% expected. It's 100% expected.
Right. I mean, to be honest, it's cool to be nervous and not scared though, because you are coming from the perspective of this is what you believe is truth, and you're doing this out of good faith. Like it doesn't the whole disgruntled employee thing. That's sort of that was my initial response as well. It's like, because we've seen so many of these types of things happen.
I have to admit, that's my original thoughts were as well, but I would absolutely be worried about this lawsuit. As sure, you could be confident that you're going to win, but I wouldn't wish the mental and financial stress of a lawsuit on anyone, because that will really take a toll on you. And Caleb also asked Dawson if he thinks Jimmy himself is actually at fault here.
If you were to be as fair as you possibly could and even play devil's advocate, what would you say percentage-wise? What's MrBeast's fault? What is not?
Yeah, no, I actually play with this idea and speculate a lot. Okay, if Jimmy was fully innocent, how could he get into this position? And it'd be like, you hire people who do bad things and then they use those bad things as blackmail cards against you. So maybe somebody pressured him really hard into selling fake signatures. And now that they know that he sold fake signatures, it's harder to fire them in case they go to Time Magazine. Concept called blackmail inflation. So I don't know. Anything could be possible. MrBeast could be completely innocent. I've seen some behaviors and things that make me think that, he's not, what I told you privately in DMs and everything. But yeah, so I don't know, 50-50. Let's call it 50-50.
If you want to watch Caleb's full interview, I'll be linking it in the description down below. But going back to my old video, it's been blocked worldwide. And the company that did it is Spotter. I've actually been offered a deal by Spotter before, so what a great way to treat a potential client. I know I already said no, but this is definitely not going to change my mind. But this is definitely a weird claim because Spotter, they're a company that buys back catalogs of YouTubers. As YouTubers, they made videos years ago, they're still getting views and thus still making some money. So a company like Spotter, they'll pull up and be like, hey, can I buy portions of your back catalog or all of your videos from, let's say, 2022 and older? And I guess that's what they've done with MrBeast, as you can see on their website. But the weird thing is, I would expect them to just claim the revenue for my video, not block it worldwide, because, you know, they're in the business of making money. So why are they not trying to make money off of my video? Instead, they're literally censoring my video. And in my video, I have to admit, I was way too nice to MrBeast, as the video was filmed like 2 to 3 days before posting, and Dawson hadn't even received the text and or cease and desist yet. So the whole landscape of the situation has changed a lot. Did I nitpick way too much in that video? I would definitely say so, because now after rewatching it, I see he's building a case to show that MrBeast has been deceitful in the past. But so far, Eric, he's handled being called out for faking content way better than MrBeast. I don't think Eric really committed a crime though, but still, they were both called out for saying their content is real and then faking content later on. But Eric didn't send a cease and desist to Soggy Cereal. Anyway, that's about it for now. Hopefully this doesn't go to court. Also, please drop the claim in my video spotter. That would really be cool. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.